What do you want to talk about?
Whatever we want. I've got topics for days. I'm so random. Call it Topicana.
Fresh squeezed.
Juicy Topicana. Sweet, juicy Topicana. I have a quick question for you. Did you hit that button right at the end of the song? Did you hit the button again? Because it cut off kind of abruptly.
Yeah, okay. So we're having, hi, welcome to Topicana. I don't know why you're asking
That's
me
really
this right
important
now,
to
Freddy.
capture on
I'm,
tape.
I'm troubleshooting in real time.
You're not allowed.
I just
okay?
wanted to make sure I didn't need to fix the bumper.
Freddie,
This bumper
no.
was abruptly cut off.
welcome to Topicana. My name's Amy. That was Freddie trying to, I don't know, bore you to tears, I believe. Andy, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Bored to tears.
I know, right?
Aw,
Same.
you son of a
And
bitch.
we are joined this week by our dear friend Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hi, everybody. I too am weeping with ennui.
Ennui, existential dread, all that stuff. Bill, you know, as Old Dirty Bill Stirred, if you listen to the main feed show, you know, like the main show, like the regular show.
Yeah.
Or if you're on Discord.
If you're on Discord, you know Bill.
Yeah. If you come to the Thursday night meetups, you know me as the mean old bastard.
Oh, yes. That's what we call him.
Well, which one though?
Oh, that's right. We were going to let me know.
Aren't they all old and mean on that channel?
You're mean and old. Or
Quick
mean.
side note, can I just tell you, I listened to the show on 1.5 times speed. so listening to the introduction in real time felt like I was in slow motion.
Oh,
were.
yeah. It makes you feel like you get a little seasick. So it's weird. So talking to
we
us.
sound like
Yeah.
this?
Do we sound slow?
No, actually, strangely, you sound normal.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
On the next show, we're going to talk really fast and blow Bill's mind.
If I work real hard at it, I could be as fast as the Micro Machines guy.
Or we could talk at 75% speed to make sure that you aren't cheating you're not
Toilet.
cheating your podcast player anymore. We'll force it to play back at normal speed.
I'm bringing cocaine for everybody next show.
Oh, man,
my.
I chose the wrong week to come then.
Donuts are cheaper.
Wow.
They have the same effect on us.
Seriously, especially on Friday.
Yeah.
Topicana is a show where we kind of freeform it and we have topics. We do a topic.
Yeah.
Today, we are going to do several topics. We're going to do a hot seat kind of thing where I'm just going to bring up a topic and I want your spicy hot takes, okay?
Spicy
The
and hot.
spiciest.
And I want you to almost get canceled. Don't get canceled, just like almost. And I want to let everybody know that not only is Bill a dear, dear friend, and he agreed to do this at last minute with us today, he also taped his fucking microphone to his face so that it wouldn't scratch on his beard. You guys, he's a hero.
Taking
That's
one for the
dedication.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the price for being as manly as I am.
Because he's
Yeah.
using his earbuds, you guys.
got
And so he
them
taped it to
whiskers.
his face. It looks silly, but all I see is sweetness. Thank
Works
you,
like
Bill.
magic.
Thank
That's
you.
sweet.
All right, so we're going to get started with this. How much money would it take for you to eat a frozen turd? Here are the rules. You have to chew it. It's about the length of your middle finger, and you can't have any water or anything to drink with it.
Well, how thick is it?
Oh, thickness. Oh, okay.
You said the length of my middle finger.
Maybe like three
But
fingers.
that's just length, but like it can
Girth.
still be
Yeah.
really thick.
Three
Are we
fingers
ta-
around.
three fingers around.
Oh,
What I was going to say, what type of animal are we talking? Like
Oh,
fish
human.
or
human shit.
Okay.
Whose is it?
That's like
Is
2
it
bars of
ours?
It's
soap.
somebody you know. So you know it's somebody you know and like, but you don't know who.
Oh, that doesn't make it
Secret,
better.
it's me. It's my
And
shit.
is it fully frozen or just
Yes.
partially frozen?
No, it's fully frozen.
So that makes it safe to eat.
No.
No, that makes it worse because we have to like make it melt
Yes.
and chew, and we have to chew.
And
You
if
have
you
to chew
handle it, it's going to get all over your fingers as it melts. This is
Am I-
disgusting.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're starting with it.
Am I allowed to put it in a bag and break it up with a hammer first?
Yes.
Like a Snickers.
Sure. As long as you chew up all your dirt.
Amy, you went 0 to 60 on this
This is
one.
actually-
this is too deep, too fast.
I workshopped some Topicana topics with my coworkers.
And
'cause
this was one of them?
And one of my coworkers was saying, "Oh, I like to do this game with my husband. Like, what's your number?"
Yeah.
And she's like to eat a frozen turd. And I was like,
Well,
"Gosh, what would be my number?"
Well, we play that game all the time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Andy does that to me all the
But-
time. If there's food on the ground,
It's never
But
a
it's-
frozen turd, though. That's
No,
worse.
it's always like things I see.
Yeah.
hey, I didn't come to play. I didn't come here to make friends. Okay.
It would be a high number. But if I wasn't guaranteed not to get sick, like seriously ill from it, it would have to
Yeah.
be like it would have to be in like $250,000 or greater.
Okay.
It would have to be at least enough to cover my hospital bills for the wild infections I'm going to get from
Yeah.
it.
Oh, say all your hospital bills are covered, no matter what. What's your number? It's in addition to your number.
I'd say if you could give me a cool $250,000,
All right.
I'd be willing to do it, I think. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
Does this Saw-like character who's forcing me to eat frozen turds have unlimited wealth?
It's me, and I don't.
They have unlimited turds.
And also, do we have a time limit?
No time limit, but like
So
okay,
good
like
thing.
within 24 hours.
Can I let it defrost first? Because I don't want to like.
Yeah.
chew that.
Ew,
Sure
that's
thing.
worse.
Yeah, that seems worse.
Put it on some saltines,
No, that's what I'm
man.
saying. I feel like if it's not unfrosted, not frozen, it's easier to
Unfrosted.
make it go down.
If you
Wait,
put some frosting
Like
on
a
it.
Yeah, but
fucking
then it's-
Pop Tart.
Then it's all soft and it spreads all over your teeth like peanut butter.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
You should smell this. Like, this is the
And
worst.
it was my question. So, Freddie,
opening.
you said cool $250,000.
Yeah.
Andy, what's your number?
We're not bidding, right? Like,
No, we're not bidding.
okay.
What is your true number?
Elsa
probably
farted, by the way.
100,000?
Stop talking about the dog farting. How much?
Probably 100,000
Okay.
with medical bills covered.
Yes. Medical bills in
beyond
addition.
100,000.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I
Because I
respect,
don't wanna, like,
respect
go with-
myself $150,000 more than Andy
Yeah.
does.
You do.
Well, I don't want to go into my $100,000 winning. And this is non-tax, right?
Right.
Non-tax. Yeah.
For
They
the
can't
sake of
tax you for
argument,
this
you
shit,
know.
man.
Because otherwise
I
we
don't
would
have-
just ask for more to cover the taxes.
I don't have to report my turd money to
You will.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You do have to report it on your taxes, and you have to explicitly tell the IRS what it was.
It's a 1040 DD.
All right.
Can I get a write-off on this somehow?
No.
Seriously, they're talking about shit while Elsa is floating like some of the worst dog farts right up in my mouth. It's
Floating
hard.
them up. Okay, Bill, what's your number?
I would probably agree with Freddie, somewhere in like the 250 to 300,000 range, enough to like pay off my mortgage and have some left over.
There
my
are some
gosh.
sick enough wealthy people out there
You
that you and
guys-
I might have to do this now. Like, you know what? You hear about these things.
Instead of the most dangerous game, they'll do stuff
Yeah.
like this.
They're gonna be someone's gonna get it's gonna get back to someone with the means and the desire to watch someone eat a frozen turd, and we're gonna have to put our money where our mouths are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
was it?
oh, go
Somebody
ahead.
on Money Plane is doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Money plane.
And if we're talking about just like minimum amount, that would be my minimum amount. But if someone were to actually ask me to do that, I'd be like, what's your upper limit, brother? Because that's
Right.
where I'm going.
It's your upper
That's
limit for
why-
me to eat this turd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like 500,000.
I like it. You respect yourself the most out of all
Yeah.
of us.
Look at that. Look at how disgusting and foul you guys are. God, I'm disgusted
Okay.
out looking at you.
What? How about can Bill and Freddy's split in half if they like Lady and the Trumpet?
Oh, we meet in the middle.
Aw.
And then we
And it would
puke
be
in
a
each other's
bonding moment.
mouths. Yeah.
No, thank you. We don't have to do that part
It's puking back and forth.
All right.
forever.
Thank you for indulging me in that nonsense. That disgusting nonsense.
Yeah, it took
It
me off
loosened us
guard a
up. It
little.
was like a little, yeah.
Yeah.
It got you loosened and ready.
Yeah.
Now we can
not
get
that
all
we
your deep,
haven't-
dark
We've
secrets
had
out
other
of you.
gross conversations on here. We just
yeah.
rarely have opened with them.
That
Yeah.
was the popper of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Don't you feel wide open and
Well,
wide awake?
Well, now you got me second guessing my answer. Like the person that's offering this, like Bill said, can I just have them put out a number first and have me negotiate?
Well, that wasn't the question.
You want to
though, was
role
it?
play? We should do this. We'll do it in a D&D
What is
tavern
the lowest
scenario.
number you would take? That's what your answer is. The lowest number you would take, plus medical bills on top of it. Unless they can get you some pristine turds. I don't know. Maybe there's some turds out there that it won't hurt you.
that are worth eating?
Yeah.
That's
No
all
such
order.
thing.
You guys, I hate to go from that question to some of the worst news I've heard in my entire life.
Okay.
But Bennifer are no more. They're getting a divorce. J-Lo, Ben Affleck, Dunzo.
I was
Yeah.
never invested in it.
Same.
Hate you guys.
This is going to be a hard one for me to speak on other than that's sad.
They both seem like very talented but troubled and troublesome people.
True.
Are troublesome? Like, you think they're into they like a rabble rousers or something?
Just hard to be
Well,
around, maybe.
Like, and obviously I have nothing to go on but what the media tells me. So they could be completely different from what the media portrays. But like Jennifer Lopez seems like such a handful all the time.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck, I don't know, something about him just has this edge that I don't like.
His eternal sadness.
Is it the back tat?
It's
Is
the
it that
back
giant
tat.
back tattoo?
It might be the back tattoo.
I don't like the way you're talking
And
about
that's its
my
like
Ben.
only if that's your only tattoo, that's a red flag, I think.
Is that his only tattoo? Is that giant phoenix?
It's a red flag for
believe so.
mental health
Oh my god.
care workers, is what you mean? For his family.
I don't know, for somebody like J-Lo who is so regimented because she wants to be perfect, like she doesn't eat sugar,
Really?
doesn't drink alcohol, all these things because she can't, because her body wouldn't be perfect if she did that.
Oh.
She sounds like no fun at all. And Ben Affleck's like the kind of guy that's looking for fun, sometimes to his own
He
detriment.
does Dunkin' commercials.
Yeah.
He likes too much fun. Okay,
Yeah.
my opinion is I feel that they're better dating than married. They should they should just live separately. They shouldn't live together.
You can
Yeah.
be married and live
Be
separately.
happy. What if?
Well, in the go ahead, Freddy.
No, you, Bill. I was going to say something incredibly dumb.
Well, I was just going to say the absolute cynic in me says that this was purely marketing because they got married around the same time that her movie came out and she was on that tour.
Yeah, that makes sense. I honestly,
That
like
movie.
very suspicious of entertainers marrying each other. Always.
No, but they were dating for a little bit before that. They didn't
Yeah.
like just jump into this, I think.
Just a little bit, though.
Yeah.
But, it does kind of break my heart a little bit. I liked the story. I won't lie.
Hollywood romance.
I love it. It's a little bit of old Hollywood kind of glamour.
I get that.
Kinda thing.
That part of it makes sense.
I
to
mean,
me.
the
I
door-
love Ben Affleck.
Door's still open for them. They can get married a fourth time.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, why not?
Or a 12th time. They could
Yeah,
be
why-
who is it? Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor
Oh yeah,
of the modern age.
that's true. They did divorce
Now,
and remarried.
Who
didn't
will
they?
be the third Jennifer he marries?
Oh, who knows? Maybe
Jennifer Jason Leigh, what you doing?
who did
Jennifer
the
Connelly.
who
Jennifer
did the
Connelly.
weight loss stuff? Jenny Craig.
Yeah, he's gonna marry Jenny Craig.
I don't think that's a.
But she's a
person.
Jenny. She's not a Jennifer.
Yeah, we need a Jennifer.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm all out of
if Jennifer
Jennifers.
Connelly really wants to slum
Yeah.
it, then she could go for Ben.
Oh, you stop. Jennifer Grey.
Oh, Jennifer
Yeah.
Grey.
Yeah.
Whoa, what is she doing these days?
I don't know, but he's out there single again, and he needs a Jennifer.
Does he have to have a Jennifer to live?
It seems like it.
Yeah. Because he's dated what? 2 Jennifers?
He married 2 of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Married 2 of them.
No, he needs to do it just for the celebrity name. Benefit.
Yeah, it is a good celebrity name.
How do you do that? How do you? They have the same name as your ex. How do you do that?
Isn't
That's
it easier
weird.
in a lot of respects?
I mean, it takes a certain lack of self-awareness, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't call the wrong name out during sex. Or
Yeah,
during
unless
the
you use
vows.
middle names
That's
during
true.
sex,
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
like an angry mom. Oh God, Jennifer Marie. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I meant
I'm
Jennifer.
Jennifer Elizabeth.
Jennifer Elizabeth.
Can you believe it?
Oh,
I don't know. There's
Like an
some
angry mom.
celebrity couples that if they broke up, I would be devastated by it, like Kevin Bacon and Kira Sidgwick, or
Mhm.
Steve Carell and Nancy, whatever her last
Oh,
name is.
yeah.
They've been together a long time.
Yeah. What is
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Yeah.
Mhm. You're right. Those are all good ones.
Will and Jada.
Oh God, yeah, I would throw myself off a bridge.
Romance
Yeah,
of the ages.
Hume Cronin and Jessica
Yeah,
Tandy.
If they can't make it, then love doesn't exist.
Yeah, if Hume Cronin and Jessica Tandy came back to life and then got divorced,
Oh,
it'd be terrible.
Sonny had his share.
Do you know what I heard? I heard Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan broke up.
Do you know I don't really know who Sabrina Carpenter
Yeah.
is exactly?
Me neither.
I couldn't name I know her face, but I couldn't name a song that
You
she
know
has.
Espresso. Everybody knows Espresso.
Nope. I barely know who Barry Keoghan is.
Get out of my face.
He's the one who was in where he was in the Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Was he in the one in Saltburn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He danced naked. Remember, he swung his wiener around.
Oh,
and
you get to
wiggled
see
his
it and
butt.
everything?
He's
I
completely
still haven't
naked.
seen it.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Huh.
I think it's controversial. Some people hate it, so don't take what I say with a grain of salt. It's not for everybody.
I'm
But
always
I liked it a lot.
always like very interested about male full frontal nudity, not only because I am a straight woman, but I am always like, yes, equality now. I get excited about it.
This is the most, and also it's kind of as uncommon with him with Barry Keoghan because like he was not a heartthrob character. It always feels strange when a man bears all on screen and then suddenly like he gets this huge draw of like attention.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's
in that way.
part of the. Remember, like a couple months ago, the media was saying rat men are popular.
Oh, the rat,
Yeah.
the rat boys.
I think he might have been
Yeah.
the tip of that
Yeah,
spear.
and he was one of the in the article.
But I mean, like, honestly think, you know, how people are like the male form is not attractive, but then they watch that scene with him
I
dancing
disagree.
through that mansion, and you're like, no, the male form looks pretty good here.
Well, and I think we've seen so many bare boobs in movies over the years that penises are still novel.
Yeah.
And so it draws a lot more attention than like a naked lady does or used to. Anyway.
And I do mean to the mainstream. I'm not talking about people who are like really into films because we see a lot of dick. If you're really in international movies, you've seen plenty of male full frontal nudity, depending because not everybody has the same hang-ups that we do.
Freddy.
You know, we watch
I
all
know.
these
Oh,
movies together.
Now you also need the dick in context. If I see a dick, I'm not just gonna be like, "Ooh, yeah."
Yeah.
My
I need
wiener.
to see it. Yeah.
No, I'll just
If I
be
just
like,
see
"Ah."
any random dick, I need to see who it's attached to and what the situation that dick is in.
No glory holes for you.
Yeah.
I watched a very middling horror movie the other night called The Seeding. And there's a scene where a kid is pissing off the edge of a canyon and there's a prosthetic pissing dick. And it was just like, okay, I don't know if the actor was actually a kid or not, but maybe just don't use that. You don't need to see
Yeah.
him pissing.
We didn't need
So
that.
he's
So
pissing.
that is interesting. They do that to fake oral sex sometimes too, and they want it to look real when it, you know. I think it was yeah from Parks and Rec. Adam Scott.
Yeah.
There was
Oh, yeah.
he had a false penis in a movie where he did everything, ejaculated and everything.
It was a series called Loving or something like that on HBO.
Wasn't it a
Yeah,
hand job scene?
He was getting a hand job. Yeah.
It was a fake penis.
It looked real.
Mm-hmm.
I when I saw the clip, I was like, holy shit! I was like, he went full Blue Bunny for us.
Oh, brown bunny, I believe it
Brown
was.
bunny.
Brown bunny.
Blue
Yeah.
Bunny is
Blue Bunny's ice
cream.
cream.
Yeah. Well, he also made ice cream. He was
He
churning
fucking
butter.
ice cream.
Yeah,
No, she was churning.
she was
butter.
churning butter.
That brown bunny scene is so upsetting. It's so like she seems under such duress the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
apparently
yeah?
she
You
was.
think so?
Like,
Yeah.
apparently she was. Like, she was kind of coerced to do it.
Really? Oh,
Gross,
that's too
gross,
bad.
Gross, and sleazy.
Yeah.
So what was the question?
The question was, we were talking about Bennifer, and then I said Sabrina
Okay.
Carpenter
Oh, Barry
and Barry
Keoghan.
Keoghan, because I'm just proud of myself for knowing a pop culture thing that's recent, I believe.
Yeah.
That means I am still part of the world. I have felt unpart of the world. Unpart, not part.
So you're being what's it? What are the kids saying now? You're being demure,
I'm being very demure. What are
Very
they using the
mindful,
word
very
demure?
mindful. You're being
Very
mindful,
mindful, very demure.
and
What?
cutesy.
I'm being very Ohio.
They're using the word demure a lot more than they
Yeah.
were.
This is a
It's-
TikTok
it's-
trend right now.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't caught
I don't
this
get
one.
it, but it's fun.
There was apparently a video of a girl like showing off her outfit for work one day, and she was like, I'm looking very mindful, very demure, very cutesy. And everybody thought it was really funny the way she said it. So now everybody's saying it.
Demure.
Oh.
It is a great word.
It'll burn out in a week.
Yeah, well, I don't do the TikTok.
You should.
I know.
It's pretty fun.
You guys, TMZ got it wrong.
Yeah, they did.
I know.
They
I saw
told
them
everybody.
apologizing.
told
That's-
everybody Beyonce was going to be at the DNC, man.
That was the only reason I was watching.
I was checking the news. I was
Just kidding.
refreshing.
I was actually watching because I'm a good American, but I was expecting her.
I have never watched 1 minute of any of this.
I watched just the next day.
I get the highlights
Yeah, the
in
digest.
written form or GIF form.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
seemed to,
GIFs of Obama doing the sizing.
Oh, the penis joke.
yeah, large crowd sizes. It seemed a little bit like the snake eating its own tail because TMZ is so guilty of propagating like bullshit celebrity news, and someone tricked them, and
It's kinda fun.
because of the culture they created.
Do you think that's what it was? A bad source, like just somebody did it on purpose?
I think it was probably one of those things where somebody on the internet was like, "What if Beyonce shows up?" And then it
That's
became,
enough.
Beyonce is definitely showing up.
As far as I know, it was simply like some sort of fucking tweet from an anonymous account that said bigger than Oprah. Like, somebody's going to be there that's bigger than Oprah. And people like ran with it
Yeah.
from an anonymous tweet.
The dude that showed up was a little bigger than Oprah
Well,
physically. He probably outweighed her by 100 pounds. Close. Because she's real thin right now. I don't know if you've noticed.
so no Beyonce, you guys, but we did get, I don't know, who is potentially our first woman president
Yes, man.
accepting her
Here's hoping.
nomination.
Here is hoping.
I just want a woman in the White House, goddammit.
So it was, I think
Anyway,
it was
sorry.
Colbert had AOC on, and I thought of you, Amy, because she was talking about Star Trek Voyager and how much of a role model that Janeway was for her growing up.
Janeway.
She's like a big Trekkie. I didn't know that.
Janeway is my queen. If you don't love Janeway, you don't understand me, okay? And you never will.
So you have more in common with AOC.
So do you want Janeway to be the nominee, Amy?
Yeah,
As
if we
opposed
could.
to
Oh my
Kamala?
God. Sorry.
A real Janeway?
But the fictional Janeway would be an amazing president. You guys don't understand.
But she was never a
She
prosecutor.
brought her crew through the Delta Quadrant. You don't understand how far away that was.
And all she needs is coffee.
Hypothetically, if she was the nominee, how would they attack her? Like, I don't watch the show, so like, what are
Her misuse of the
potential negatives?
holodeck.
Bad hair. She did torture a guy once.
Didn't she
But it
also,
was for a good
wasn't on her
cause.
watch when Tuvix was created
She killed Tuvix.
and killed Tuvix?
Is Tuvix good or bad?
Tuvix was two
Tuvix was an
characters smushed
abomination.
into one.
It was a transporter accident that
It was
never
a
should have.
transporter accident.
Oh,
They
is that
had
why they
to,
call him Tuvix? Like,
yeah, because
There
there's
was
two of them.
Tuvok and Neelix, and then it became Tuvix. I can't believe we're talking about this.
And
right
it
There
now.
were
became what? You
another
wanted-
character to be Three-Vix?
How would Kamala Harris handle the Tuvix situation
Yeah,
is what we need to know.
that's the friggin' debate question. I want to see how
I'd like
Donald
to see
Trump.
that. See that
Comrade
tack
Kamala
ad.
out here ignoring our Tuvixes.
Letting our Tuvixes run amok.
Tuvix
She wants
is
to smush
fucking
her kids
weird.
together. She wants to make a new person.
None of the Tuvix countries are sending their best Tuvixes.
Oh, okay,
Seriously,
now give Janeway a Trump nickname. What could we call her?
Oh, he would call her caffeinated Jane because she always needs coffee.
She is really
Oh, is
into
that
coffee. That's kind of
Yeah.
her thing.
He'd call her Plain
think
Jane
he-
or
or
something
Plain
stupid
Jane,
like
yeah.
that.
He'd talk about her hair in some way, or
Well,
lame way instead
Lame
of Janeway.
way.
Oh.
There you go.
Lame way. That's what he would do.
Sleepy lame way. What a dumb fucking motherfucker.
Leaping lame way. She can't even lead her ship out of the Delta Quadrant. How's she supposed to lead us out of this economy?
Oh my god.
Ah,
Anyway, enough of that.
Some
yeah.
are saying I'm the best starship captain ever invented.
He's like Zach Brannigan a little bit.
He is.
Or
Like,
Zap.
Zap.
Yeah.
So speaking of the DNC, not really. It doesn't have anything to do with the DNC. Trying to do a segue. RFK dropped out
Yeah.
Thank God.
and he endorsed Trump.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I saw that and I was like, I guess
The
he
man
was going to
started
endorse
as a
somebody.
Democrat,
Makes no sense.
went independent.
Well, so did
But-
Trump. He did that same course.
yeah.
He was
But
Democrat.
remember when he said worms ate his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know about him.
Remember when he said he abandoned a bear cub corpse in Central Park?
What
But he was
in
going to
the
eat it at one
H?
point too. That
What
was
in
part of
the
that weird story.
Effing
Well,
H.
I can blame that on the brain worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Shit's
kind of sad if his
bananas.
brain's been eaten by worms.
It's not that sad.
Somebody should be looking out for him, not letting him run for office.
Yeah, man.
But the Kennedys kind of have a bad track record with that, looking out for people in their family with diseases and stuff.
Well, and they said they discovered his brainworm in 2012, and apparently he was bad long before that.
His brain worm and was old enough to graduate high school too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, RFK, yeah.
I'm glad he's out.
Well, yeah, I mean, although it would have been
Yeah.
nice to see him siphon some votes away. Strategically
feel-
speaking, he's going to share voters with Trump.
But I just feel it's gonna hurt him with Trump with undecideds because it's just more weirdness
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
that ticket,
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, bro.
I mean, honestly, he was the libertarian candidate. He just didn't call himself that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Are we losing the fun sense of the word weird by calling them what they are, which is weird?
Nah.
But
Well,
are
there's
we-
good weird and bad weird.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're
there's
bad,
always
weird.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to lose the good weird because that's kind of fun. I consider myself very weird.
You think people in Austin were like, we're going to have to make all new bumper stickers?
Keep Austin something other than weird because that's bad now. Joe Rogan, wasn't he an RFK guy?
Probably.
I think so.
Fuck Joe
Like
Rogan.
he briefly endorsed Trump and then got in trouble for that.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of listeners. He's got a lot of dudes hanging on his every word, and they're gonna do what he says because they don't know how to think for themselves. And instead of taking their loneliness and funneling it into better things in their lives, they do this instead. Listen to 93 hours of Joe Rogan a day. How long is that show? My God. Anyway,
I know,
Is it like
4 hours?
it's like an old school like morning show kind of thing where it just goes on and on and on and on?
I've never listened to a whole. I've listened to bits and pieces.
Yeah, I've caught maybe a total of 3 minutes. I have a hard time even like talking about Joe Rogan. I kind of get the gist from other people.
I got the gist. I know what I need to know. I've done my research.
Yeah, I know enough to know that I disagree with him on almost every topic.
I've done my own
Yeah.
research.
His show might be entertaining. I don't know. I always kind of like think about that stuff. Like, am I just missing out on something entertaining because I don't like the people that make it? Because it seems to have this huge audience.
Give it a try.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't care that much.
One good thing I think that you could argue has come out of his show and shows like it is that it has shown the very clear link between racist and fragile masculinity.
From all the guests he throws on there that just lets him talk and talk and talk.
Well, it's just like it brought out an entire culture of fragile men who can't handle criticism, can't handle anything that threatens their dominance.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And it's nice to know the ones you can't trust, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's a red flag for me, and maybe that's unfair. And
Kind of like
I'll own that, but
I'm thinking like the equivalent of like Jerry Springer having the Ku Klux Klan on to talk on his show. It's
But he
like he's
let people-
platforming them, but he's also exposing
but
them.
Jerry Springer
he
let people
was-
out there to yell at them.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
always made them look like buffoons.
So
Yeah.
so
But the
the
thing about Joe Rogan
Yeah.
is he's always like both sides person.
He
But
answered.
he never challenges his guests.
oh okay, so there's no pushback coming from him or callers or anything like that. Do they have callers on
I
his
don't
show?
know. What do I look like?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so. I've never listened to a whole episode.
Do I look like his producer?
I don't know.
What?
Well, here's the.
Oh, go ahead.
You bring up Jerry Springer. I never watched it a lot, but here's
Oh,
what
rest
I'm
in
curious
peace.
about. Yeah, I know he's a local hero for
He
you
is.
guys.
Cincinnati.
But like the KKK people, for example, do you think they were really in the KKK, or do you think they were actors hired to be on the show?
It's a great question. There's always been that controversy, but to this day, I think they said that particular group were not like
I choose to
egged
trust
on or
Jerry.
anything like that, that they were legit. But there's a whole documentary series about trash TV. It might have been the dark side of the 80s or something, like something those people did. I can't remember exactly what it is, but if you look up the trash TV documentary, Jerry Springer, Geraldo Rivera, like those keywords, you'll probably find it. And it goes into like how some of the stuff was zhuzhed up later on. but I think some of that they didn't even need to. They're like, it's easy. It was easy enough for them to find like outspoken clans people who just wanted a platform.
It's kind of like Cheaters. I always thought Cheaters was real until I found out a couple of my friends had been on it as paid actors.
Did it pay well?
Oh, so that guy
Probably
didn't
not.
really get. Was that stabbing fake?
No, that was real. Like
Oh,
parts,
good.
it's weird. It was like parts of it were real, and then they had filler segments that were fake.
Yeah, you can't have that many people out there willing to bust their cheating partner on TV like that unless it pays really good. And I just didn't know that. But
Well, you would need to, like, I wonder how
I
many
think they're the
times they just
actors.
followed people around, nothing happens.
exactly.
Because they have a paranoid person
Yeah.
on the show, so they have to probably make up for
Or
some
it's
of
just
that
sad
downtime.
and not funny.
Yeah.
You know?
I know for a fact Ancient Aliens is a lot of bullshit.
What?
Because
Have you ever watched Action Bronson's Ancient Aliens?
Action Bronson's Ancient
Yeah.
Aliens?
Yeah, he's this
You love
really
Action Bronson.
Yeah.
large rapper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched his show.
He and his friends get together and smoke ungodly amounts of weed and watch Ancient Aliens.
That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
Is it like
Oh.
a YouTube show?
I don't remember if it was. I think it was on Vice back when Vice was still a channel.
That his group, Action
Bronson.
Bronson, that's right. Action Bronson. his
Freddy
whole
just does whatever.
entourage are so much fun. They're just like such like just regular people.
He had a
Just a
like
bunch of
food
nerds.
show.
Yeah.
What was it called? Fuck, That's Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
a
really
good show.
fun.
He made the most delicious looking steak sandwich I've ever seen.
Yeah, he
I'm hungry.
yeah. You gonna have salad for dinner still?
Yeah.
We're having salad for dinner.
Yeah, we are.
Fucking sad.
It's gonna be delicious.
No, we have good salads.
So speaking of Joe Rogan, speaking of Beyonce being at the DNC, speaking of this stuff and that, what celebrity would you like act like if they started talking about stuff? Who would you listen to? Who would be the celebrity you're like, well,
Oh, change my mind, you
Stephen
mean?
King says that ancient aliens are real, so
Oh.
like who could
okay.
change your mind? Who would you listen to? Or is there anybody who can change your mind about like stuff
How
you're
strong of a held belief are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about like maybe political beliefs.
At
Is there
this
anybody
point
out there
in
that
my
would
life?
change your mind?
I don't. There's no. I don't worship anybody that much. Where
Yeah.
that they're like, if they say something, I might look into it, but they're not going to change my mind on something.
Yeah.
I could see, and it would also be like within my existing belief system. Like I could see somebody saying, okay, well, for example, Pete Buttigieg is a better candidate than AOC or something, and maybe changing my mind in that way.
Mhm.
But nobody's going to switch me from Democrat to following Donald Trump.
What if Dolly fucking Parton came out?
Oh, I just bought her lipstick for no reason
Thank you. See?
because
So it's Dolly
because
Parton,
she-
Andy.
because she named it Jolene Red, and I was
Oh,
like, how
nice.
fun is that?
That is fun.
And I was like, what am I going to do with this lipstick? But
Have you
I
tried
to
it on
have
yet?
A lipstick? No, it's on its way.
Oh, okay.
Is it
And
a
I also
real?
bought. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is it a real deep bright red?
Yeah, it's this very like horror red,
Ooh,
basically.
slutty red.
I feel like Andy, you could create a really interesting series of curio cabinets of different themes that you have. I'm being serious. Like I would love to see like a corner cabinet where it's just all Dolly Parton stuff. I think that would be really neat.
And I also
Yes.
just bought her cast iron pan.
Oh, really?
Because on the back it says, "Jolene, please don't take my pan."
Oh, shit, I want one.
Oh
And
God, Andy.
it's like, and I'm not going to use it because I'm too lazy for cast iron. But it's just so cute. that
Yeah, it
it
goes in the
says,
curio
"Don't take my
cabinet.
pan."
See?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Amy's right. Maybe I can reconsider.
There are
what I
some
think
things in
if
your life
Dolly
you would
said something.
reconsider if Dolly
Yeah.
said it.
Oh my God, there's one with her face inside the usable part.
So you could
the
make like a
cast iron pan?
cornbread that looks like Dolly.
Yeah,
Oh my
like that.
god.
pancakes or a steak with
Oh,
Dolly Parton's
shit.
face on it.
Oh, just
And then you
seared
can
in
douse
there.
her with maple syrup,
She's like,
Like
"Well,
Siebert.
God,
rose
too.
butter.
I think
Stephen
I'm voting
King
for
says,
Donald Trump this year."
I had a paranormal experience. I saw a ghost and he describes it in detail. What do you think? You
I'd be like,
love
"You-
that man.
I love you. I respect you, but I know you were also hit by a car and
Oh
you're
my
getting old."
God, I hate you so much.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just saying
I
those
mean-
are two things that make me wonder.
Ghosts are one of those things that I'm never going to believe until I experience it myself.
Yeah, I think that's too personal. I think it's like an experience that like to believe. I do think you almost like it has to be firsthand because otherwise
guess
you're
what,
just
Bill?
there's too
Guess
many
what, Bill?
reasons.
I've been dead the whole time.
There's too many.
It's terrifying.
There's just too many things that would tell a person I respect that they've seen a ghost, whether they really did or not. Because like it could be that he's in his 70s now and he thinks he sees a ghost.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know where his brain's at exactly.
right.
You know,
I'm just thinking of somebody like you greatly admire. Who's
Yeah.
that guy? Rick Beato.
I like
your-
his.
That is.
his
Who's
I
that?
just he's a musician. He's a producer. He has a
Freddie
series.
likes his YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's a great teacher.
Okay.
But for all I know, he could be a conservative.
What if
Who
in the
knows?
middle? No, I'm like, what if he's all of a sudden just like, in crypto? You guys really should get into crypto.
Oh,
NFT.
I separate like the idea that he knows a lot about music from
Okay,
everything else. Like I don't trust anybody's advice. I mean, like to me, it takes like, okay, somebody works on the series This Old House, and they convince me that I
Rick
should.
Steves tells you that crypto's a good idea. I think he's above
I don't
reproach.
think it's his. I don't think it's his area of expertise.
You're right.
I don't take. I'm kind of one of the, but also I guess that kind of feeds the whole Joe Rogan's whole thing where he's like, I don't expect people to listen to me. I'm a dumb motherfucking comedian. I'm real stupid and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you are. And I don't listen to what you say because of that. But there are people that don't have that filter.
Yeah.
They
I'm
believe
proud of
everything
our
he says.
filters, everybody.
Yeah.
I really am. But if Hillary
Yeah.
Clinton told me to jump off a bridge, I probably would. I do love her.
I can enjoy a comedian show without agreeing with anything they say.
Yeah.
You know, like a really good comedian
What
can
if
get me.
Taylor Swift came and told you?
I listen to people who are experts for a reason, not people who think they are experts because they're famous.
Right. I even take the experts with a grain of salt. So, like, even if you are an expert, I'm still a little suspicious. That's not a good, healthy thing. No, probably. No, I say it out
No,
loud.
it's just, I think skepticism is healthy.
Yeah.
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 Especially in
Well,
our
Amy,
capitalistic society.
Yeah.
Amy, do you have an answer besides Hillary Clinton?
Besides Hillary Clinton, no.
Was that your answer?
She's kind of my answer because if she told me that Bigfoot was real, but I think she's probably seen some files somewhere. You know what I mean? I would listen
Now,
to
does
her.
this have to be a real person?
Oh, you
What
mean
if,
like
what if Janeway came down and said something to you?
anything?
Well,
I would
then
do whatever.
You've
She's
already
like, you
gone
got to vote
crazy
for
at that point.
you got to vote for Donald Trump so that you can invoke a Star Trek future because then the Bell riots will happen and then the what were they called? The wars.
The eugenics
the
wars?
eugenics wars, and then
Yeah.
you got to let Donald Trump happen in order to have a Star Trek future. Well, I'd believe her.
Yeah. If Coach Taylor from Friday Night Lights told me to frozen turd, I would.
Yeah.
What if Coach from the sitcom Coach, Craig D. Nelson, was
Not that coach.
like, come on, eat this frozen turd over here, Dauber?
Oh, only Coach Taylor.
Only Coach Taylor? What about Ted
Especially if he
Lasso?
called me Dauber.
Ted
I haven't seen Ted Lasso yet.
Oh, Ted Lasso would make it sound like it was a real emotional achievement to eat a frozen turd.
In my final topic of the day, I don't even know if this is good enough, but I wanted to ask you, do you miss cable? Do you miss old
No.
TV? Or do you like streaming?
Only nostalgia makes me miss cable.
What's the difference? I feel like streaming and cable are basically the same thing.
No, because cable wasn't on demand until it was, but that's when the streaming wars started.
Okay, cool. So like, you mean that you can watch anything at your leisure as opposed to when it was on?
When it was on. Do you miss
Okay.
when it was on? Do you miss? Okay.
The shared experience part of it, I miss.
I miss the
Well-
shared experiences.
Well, kind of in a way because it made you watch things,
Mhm.
and as opposed to like putting it off because you know you were gonna have a chance to watch it later.
Yeah.
So like maybe that, but I like doing things on my own.
Is it too
Timeline.
much though?
Same. I mean, I like the absolute freedom of saying, okay, I'm going to watch half this episode or one episode or 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's nice. It's definitely like in the when you get down to the nitty gritty, I think it's obviously like more convenient and enjoyable now. But I also think that like that came at a pretty huge price culturally, because now
Yeah.
there's so much shit that like you really are. It's kind of creating more dissonance.
We're
out
not
there.
as
Yeah.
cohesive as a culture anymore. But the kids today aren't even watching TV. It's all YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
or TikTok or whatever the hell's.
It is
There's probably
wild.
something out there I don't even know about.
Well, you
Yeah.
remember like how big a deal it would used to be, like if you knew somebody who was working on a movie or a TV show or something, it was like, wow. And now you're like, everybody knows somebody that works on a movie or a TV show. That should tell you something. Like the way it's expanded the market is it's kind of diluted the output in a lot of ways.
The golden age of television, though.
Yeah. There's good shit too, though.
I know.
Which they say is coming to an end post strike.
Yeah. The golden age is dead. It's dying on the vine.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's still plenty of stuff out there to catch up on. It's not like I'm going to notice that they're not making as much stuff.
I find myself drawn to reality TV again for the first time in a long time.
Master Chef, we've been watching that.
Yeah, mostly Master Chef, but also I watched some Hoarders today. A little bit of Hoarders.
You guys completely ceased watching Big Brother years ago, right?
I kept watching up until I think I watched. Did I watch I might have watched last summer. Definitely the summer before that I watched, but I didn't watch this summer's. Was there one this summer?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Oh, okay. I got Paramount Plus. I can watch the live feeds, but it's like I don't want to do that either.
It's just so boring, though.
I
It's just like
know.
people sitting around eating and talking.
It's like I don't care.
You're just waiting to see if somebody masturbates.
Yeah, I never get to watch when the boobs are on screen.
Are you ever watching when
I mean,
they
they're
call them?
uncensored, so
they're
that's
like-
kind of fun.
Are you ever watching the live feed when Big Brother's talking to them?
Well, no, because they shut
Sometimes.
it down when that happens.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
Usually, because it's part of the show then.
And they don't want to spoil her.
Yeah.
Unless it's just Big Brother saying, like, change your mic.
Oh, yeah, that stuff.
Oh, yeah. But you don't get to see the big moments.
I guess I just miss. I do feel like a certain amount of decision paralysis, but I'm also going through an incredibly stressful, anxious time in my life, which just adds to that anyway. So I find myself, when confronted with television, going, I'm just going to keep watching the facts of life.
Well, and I was going to say, like, think about it like that. Like, streaming has enabled you to go on these nostalgia binges.
Yeah.
True.
It's a good point.
But I crave old style television.
The channel surfing I missed. And now that Tubi is great for that because you can get like a real channel surfing kind of experience. But we have Peacock, and I thought that's what was happening on Peacock. But the truth of it is when you get to a channel, it just starts whatever episode at the beginning. So you're not really watching with other people live. It's
So you're not like jumping in halfway through an episode.
Right. It's not like the real experience of channel surfing. And for some reason, I know that sounds dumb, and that's like, of course you'd want it to start at the beginning. But like, there's honestly something about channel surfing through things in progress that I kind of miss in a way.
And like, there's the one thing I don't miss. You know, you pay extra money back in the cable days. You pay extra money to subscribe to HBO or some other movie channel, but like, especially on the weekends, they just play It's Complicated 12 times in a row. So it's like I don't miss that. I don't miss just channels full of the same thing over and over.
Well, I do miss preview weekends.
Oh,
when,
that
HBO
was
preview
nice.
weekend.
That was fun.
every now and then, like the premium cables channels would give you like a weekend pass to it, and you would not leave the house for like 48 hours.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
plan around it sometimes if you had a TV guide.
What did we replace Skinamax with?
Softcore just disappeared.
Soft. It did,
Just
yeah.
porn.
Nobody wanted softcore. It just disappeared.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer.
That was just for people who didn't want to commit to the real thing.
Yeah. Or it's just to
All the fake humping.
follow some local laws here and there.
Follow
And the
some-
chewing on the middle thigh.
Yes. All right. Well, that's all I had. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to talk about?
I think those
I'm
were
all
pretty
talked
good.
out.
You're all talked out.
Ready
Yeah,
for that
thanks, Amy.
salad.
You would toss some salad.
All right.
Freddie's grinding for that salad.
I can't
man.
wait to have some salad.
We'll
and-
make something else with it. We'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll see.
Oh
I
my
mean, a
God.
salad is
He's
enough.
gonna make me
It's just
eat crap, isn't he?
no.
All right.
Frozen crap.
Thank you, Bill, so much for being with us today. I hope
Yeah,
you
Thank you
had
so much for
fun.
inviting
That was
me. It was
fun.
fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang up on your ass as soon as we're done with this, just so you know.
Okay, screw you guys. I hate you all.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much for
Okay.
listening.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
See ya.
What do you want to talk about?